America, a universal media access radio station.
Little genius, the little genius kid. Little genius, the little genius kid. Little genius, the little genius kid. Little genius, I'm the little genius kid.
Hello everyone, and we are back again, the best part of the week. Thursday night, 8 o'clock p.m. with Genius Kids on Air. A show for kids and by kids, being brought to you by Genius Kids Development. We are now a national franchise. Genius Kids caters to the parents who want the best for their child. Those who seek to shape tomorrow's citizens. Those parents who want a well-rounded child who can excel in academics, sports, music, arts and crafts, and the most important life skill, communication and public speaking. We've been rated Best of the East Bay in services by the East Bay Express publication, as well as the most likely place to find a Silicon Valley inventor. We were also selected from over 75,000 innovative business ideas in the country by Time Warner to be featured on CNNmoney.com as business visionaries who dare to dream. We believe that in order to survive in today's fast-paced, ever-changing world, we need to create confident, happy and successful citizens who will become future leaders. Our children are our future, and their brains are like super engines waiting to be fired and ignited. Genius Kids is the instrument of ignition and inspiration which has to be applied at the right time between the ages of birth and age 6. So stay tuned if you want to meet and hear our very own students report to you with oozing confidence, communication and of course personality. We will be right back with messages from our sponsors. Stay tuned.
Little genius kid, little genius, I'm the little genius kid. Come on mom, it's time to go. I'm ready to pop and rock the show. My brain is wired, the neurons fired. I wanna learn and I wanna grow. Come on dad, it's time to play. I'm ready to learn, so don't delay. Minutes are ticking, my brain is clicking. So off to school, we're on our way. Babies, toddlers, kids galore. The little genius kid is where we'll score. Moms can chill and surf the net. Chat, make friends, or nap, you bet. Dad can read a paper or two, solve a puzzle, figure a clue. So come on, no need to think. My brain is wired to connect and sync. Read, sing, dance and learn. Excessive energy is what I'll burn. So off to the little genius kid. See the results, you'll be glad you did. Little genius, the little genius kid. Little genius, the little genius kid. Little genius, the little genius kid. Little genius, I'm the little genius kid. Little genius, 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 I'm the little genius kid.
Shreya, how come you are always so relaxed in class and so confident? Yaar, you read so well. What do you eat?
Akhil, eat? Well, let's say some of my brain food comes from Genius Kids. I started at Genius Kids when I was very, very small, and I have learned to think, lead, and communicate.
Genius Kids now open right across from Maloney College on Mission Boulevard in Fremont, offering accelerated learning in preschool, pre-kindergarten, enrichment kindergarten and after-school grades kindergarten to 6. This is your chance to have your child in an accelerated program. Have you always wanted to know how to prepare your child for GATE? Well, this is your chance. Contact 510-659-9900. That's 510-659-9900 and find out about our new GATE Enrichment Learning Program. Remember, Genius Kids is the only center that has been recognized worldwide for its accelerated, unique methods of teaching. Call 510-659-9900 for its Mission Campus in Fremont or visit geniuskidsonline.com.
Ask any one of my friends and they'll tell you that I don't like dentist offices. Well, who does? So when I discovered I needed gum surgery, I figured I'd be like everyone else and just keep putting it off. But when I visited Panu Dental Group, they told me about their laser gum procedure. Let's just say it calmed my nerves. No cuts, no stitches, just a simple procedure that got me in and out and on with my day. I didn't want to be one of those who waited until it was too late. Well, thanks to Panu Dental Group, I can proudly say I was smart to make the choice of laser gum treatment.
At Panu Dental Group, you're getting FDA-approved laser surgery with no stitches or cuts. Visit PanuDental.com. That's PanuDental.com or call 800-360-9250. Panu Dental Group is your multi-specialty family dentist. Visit PanuDental.com or call 800-360-9250. 800-360-9250. A free consultation is required to check if you qualify. Call 800-360-9250.
Tune in to financial planner, investment advisor Raj Budwal's interactive talk show Bay Area Third Eye every Thursday at 6 p.m. for all your financial needs, be it financial planning, real estate, insurance, retirement, or estate planning. Turn to the services of Raj Budwal of Budwal & Associates. You can call him at 408-835-0202 or email him at 835-0202@gmail.com. Listen to Raj Budwal's Bay Area Third Eye every Thursday at 6 p.m.
Accelerated learning methodologies were developed because we live in a world with the ability to absorb information rapidly, to think logically and with creativity are now becoming very important life skills that everyone should have. Accelerated learning results in innovative approach to motivate learners to use multiple intelligence techniques, making learning easy and quick, and you retain more. We believe in the concept of see, hear, say and do, where the retention is 90% compared to 20%. Remember, each human has more than one learning style. Genius Kids is the original and first learning center to offer this exciting method of teaching. Catering to ages infants through to age 12, our programs, which include both full-time and part-time care for all ages, create future leaders. There are many wannabe Steve Jobs, but there was only one Steve Jobs. There are many wannabe Amitabh Bachchans, but there is only one Big B. There are many wannabe Genius Kids, but only the original Genius Kid campuses can offer you the results you seek. So if you are a parent that does not count their pennies and truly wants the best for their child, then give us a call at 510-713-2431. That's 510-713-2431 or visit geniuskidsonline.com. Remember, the principal mark of a genius is not perfection but originality.
Hello everyone and good evening and welcome back. It's Thursday night, that's right, the best time of the week, Thursday night, 8 o'clock, and we have Genius Kids on Air being brought to you, of course, by Genius Kids. And I'm Miss Rennu. And for those who've just tuned in and never heard about Genius Kids, you know what? You need to check us out. GeniusKidsOnline.com, the best learning center in the Bay Area. We've won most of the awards, global, nationally, and locally. So if you've not heard about us, then be sure to check us out at GeniusKidsOnline.com or stay tuned for the next 30 minutes and you will meet and hear the most amazing Genius Kids on air between the ages of 7 and 9 years old who are going to be sharing their ideas with you. I'd also like to begin by wishing everybody a very happy Ganesha Chaturthi, which is also known as Vinayaka Chaturthi, a Hindu festival celebrated on the occasion of the birthday of Lord Ganesha. Lord Ganesha is one of my most favorite gods. If for those who don't know and who are not familiar with this, although I'm sure there are very few of you, Lord Ganesha was the son of Shiva and Parvati, who is believed to have bestowed his presence on earth for all his devotees in the duration of this festival that has been celebrated. It is the day that Shiva declared her son Ganesha as superior to all the gods, barring Vishnu, Lakshmi, Shiva, and Parvati. Ganesha is widely worshipped as a god of wisdom, and that is why it's my favorite. And is also the god of prosperity and good fortune, and traditionally evoked as the beginning of any new venture or at the start of travel. The festival of Ganesha is observed in the Hindu calendar, and the date usually falls between the 19th of August and the 20th of September. This festival lasts for about 10 days. It is celebrated all over India, as well as in Nepal and by Hindus worldwide. Now, for those who don't know the story, traditional stories tell that Lord Ganesha was created by the goddess Parvati, the consort of Lord Shiva. Parvati created Ganesha out of sandalwood paste that she used for her bath and breathed life into the figure. She then set him to stand guard at her door while she bathed. Lord Shiva returned, and as Ganesha didn't know who he was, he didn't allow him to enter. Lord Shiva became enraged and asked his follower ghost to teach the child some manners. Ganesha, being born of Parvati, the embodiment of Shakti or power, was very powerful himself. He defeated the ghost followers, called the Gana, and declared nobody was allowed to enter while his mother was taking a bath. Sensing a growing turmoil, the sage of heavens, Narada, along with Saptarshi, the 7 wise rishis, went to appease the boy with no results. Angered, the king of gods, Indra, attacked the boy with his entire heavenly army, but even they didn't stand a chance. By then, this issue had become a matter of pride for Parvati and Shiva. After the Devas were defeated and the Trinity, the controller, preserver, and destroyer of the universe, launched an attack against Ganesh. Amidst the fight, Shiva severed the head of the child and brought on Parvati's rage. Seeing her son dead, Parvati revealed the true self as the Adi Shakti, the prime energy that fuels the universe and sustains matter. Taking on the terrible form, she vowed to destroy the universe where her son was killed and recreate a better one. The gods prostrated before her, and Shiva promised that her son would live again. The Trinity hunted the world for a head and came across a mother elephant crying for her dead baby. They consoled the mother and fixed the head of the baby elephant in place of Ganesha's head. Lord Shiva also declared that from this day the boy would be called Ganesha. And in this way, Lord Ganesha came to be depicted as the elephant-headed god. I hope you all found that very interesting. I'm always intrigued by Hindu mythology, and it's very, very interesting, even if you're not a Hindu, to always read up and educate yourself on the different types of religions. And on that note, again, welcome for those who've just tuned in. This is Genius Kids on Air, and we'll be moving over to our tech guru now, Ashmit, who'll be sharing some tech news after my little story. Hi, Ashmit, how are you?
Hi, Miss Rennu. I'm good. How are you?
Good. So let me ask you, do you celebrate the Ganesha festival at your home as well?
No, I don't.
Okay. So I actually have been celebrating this with the Joshi family. I've been doing this for 3 years, and I was just become very, very intrigued about it, and it's fascinating to always learn about different religions. But anyway, Mr. Tech Guru, what do you have for us from the Silicon Valley?
Thanks for having me on your show, Miss Rennu, and I have some exciting tech news today for all our listeners. Apple is set to officially launch the new iPhone 5 on this Friday, September 21st, with day orders indicating that it has become the fastest-selling device Apple has ever released. Already, people have begun lining up or camping outside stores in New York, London, and other parts of the globe in anticipation of getting their hands on the new gadget. I do not think I will get a hand on this new gadget soon, since my dad usually would like to wait for the new technology to get matured before buying it. Unless, Miss Rennu, are you going to buy it tomorrow and I may get to see it from you at school?
Okay. Mr. Ashmit, I thought you'd know Miss Rennu by now. Me standing in lines? Are you kidding me? I can barely tolerate 10 minutes of traffic going home. No, I don't think I'm going to even get this iPhone because I can barely use the one that I've got. But I'm sure Shauna and Sheena may get it, so maybe you can ask Shauna if she could share it with you, right?
Yes, Miss Rennu. Okay. In other news on Apple, the iOS 6 will lose Google Maps and will add on other features. Apple mentioned that in iOS 6, there are more than 200 new features. Though Apple has been dismantling its relationship with Google and YouTube, and so will no longer have built-in YouTube app or Google Maps app. Apple says that Google has been steadily improving its Maps app, but only for the Android phones, and leaving the iPhone in the dust. So in future, Apple will be slowly moving away from Google apps. No doubt Android phones have picked up in the market very fast and is a tough competition for iPhone. I know, Ms. Rennu, you are a fan of iPhones, isn't it?
You know, I wish I could say I was. I'm a fan of cell phones overall. I'm not sure about the iPhone because, like I said, I barely get time to even learn how to text. So maybe one of these days, my students will be giving me classes on this. What do you think?
Maybe.
Okay. All right. So what's your tip for the week for all our listeners?
Well, here is a simple, though important thing for your iPhone. You would be surprised to know how many people do not know how to turn off their iPhones completely and not just locking the device. To turn your iPhone off completely, press the sleep and wake button for a few seconds. Then drag the red slider that appears. In two situations, you may want to completely shut off your phone is when you are almost out of battery and when your phone is acting kind of wonky. If your phone completely frozen and does not respond to this turn-off tip, you may do force reset by pressing both the sleep and wake button and home button for at least 10 seconds. This is more like a reboot for your phone. Thanks, Ms. Rennu, for having me on the show today. I'll be back next week with some more interesting tech news. Till then, this is Ashmit Gaba, your techie guru, signing off.
Thank you, Ashmit. That was actually wonderful. The whole focus on iPhones, and you're tempting me to possibly even consider getting this new iPhone. Maybe I should send a bill to Apple for this ad that Ashmit ran today. I'm sure we could do with some money for sponsoring our show. Which reminds me, if you're interested in sponsoring our show and being part of a very unique kiddie show every week, give me a call at 510-364-4033. We'll be right back after this message to talk to our book and movie guru, Deeta. So stay tuned.
Shreya, how come you are always so relaxed in class and so confident? Yaar, you read so well. What do you eat? Akhil, eat? Well, let's say some of my brain food comes from Genius Kids. I started at Genius Kids when I was very, very small, and I have learned to think, lead, and communicate.
Genius Kids now open right across from Maloney College on Mission Boulevard in Fremont, offering accelerated learning in preschool, pre-kindergarten, enrichment kindergarten, and after-school grades kindergarten to 6. This is your chance to have your child in an accelerated program. Have you always wanted to know how to prepare your child for GATE? Well, this is your chance. Contact 510-659-9900. That's 510-659-9900 and find out about our new GATE Enrichment Learning Program. Remember, Genius Kids is the only center that has been recognized worldwide for its accelerated, unique methods of teaching. Call 510-659-9900 for its Mission Campus in Fremont or visit geniuskidsonline.com.
Hello and welcome back. And for those who've just tuned in, you're listening to Genius Kids on Air, and I'm Miss Rennu from Genius Kids. Genius Kids is an accelerated learning center. We have over 7 centers in the Fremont, 1 in San Ramon, a brand new one coming up in Palo Alto at 569 San Antonio Road, and of course we have another one under construction right next to New Park Mall in Newark. The Newark campus is scheduled to open February the 1st, 2013, and of course the Palo Alto one November 1st, 2012. So we congratulate both our new franchisees for that. And if you're interested in getting some information on becoming a franchisee, you can give me a call at 510-364-4033. And on that note, let's learn a little bit more about a good book that the kids could read this week and possibly a fun movie. Hi, Deeta. How are you?
Hi, Ms. Rennu.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good, Ms. Rennu.
Did you have a good week?
Yes.
Yes. Did you have fun with that quiz I was playing yesterday?
What, Ms. Rennu?
I said, did you enjoy that quiz we were playing yesterday?
Yeah.
You did, right? But it seems like the boys won, so I think next week we're going to have to make sure the girls win. What do you think?
Yes, Ms. Rennu.
Yeah, I know. There were too many boys in the classroom. Anyway, Miss Deeta, what is a good book that all the kiddies should be reading?
The Kissing Hand.
Okay, so can you tell us a little bit about this book?
Hello, listeners. I'm Deeta, your movie and book guru. This week, I would like to recommend a great book for ages 3 to 8. This book is called The Kissing Hand, written by the author R.V. Penn and illustrated by Russ E. Harper and Nancy M. Leak. It's about Chester the raccoon gets scared at school. He wants to stay home with his mom. His mom gives him a kiss on his hand and said, if you want mommy at school, put your hand on your cheek and you won't feel lonely. This wonderful secret of mom helps him manage his new world. I learned that first day of school might be hard for a few kids, and this book is perfect to manage fears. So be sure to read The Kissing Hand. After all, reading is food for the brain. For the movie of the week, I suggest Babe, because children have no problem believing that animals can talk and learn. The sight of a pig herding sheep is a rare and wondrous thing to watch.
Let me ask you, do you think pigs really talk?
What?
Have you ever seen a real pig talk? For real?
No, I never did, Miss Renu.
No. But let me ask you something. Why do you think kids like animals so much? I've noticed that too. Everywhere I go, every time I teach something about animals, all the kids are always interested. How come?
Animals are cute and they have nice features.
Oh, that's a good answer. Animals are cute. So you're cute. You're cute too, Miss Deeta. Do you know that? Do you know how many people send me emails saying, you know, that new movie and book guru of yours is really cute. Did you know that?
Yes, Miss Renu, thank you.
Very good. Well, I thank you so much for being on the show. It's been so much fun having you, and I look forward to hearing about some more books. And, you know, I'm going to try this, reading the book, The Kissing Hand, because sometimes, believe it or not, even Miss Renu fears things. Even I get a little nervous, too. So until next week, you have a wonderful week, Miss Deeta, and we will be right back after this quick message to then talk to Uncle Rahul, who solves all the problems of the world. We'll be right back.
We all know that choosing the right preschool and after-school program for your child is important, but with so many choices, how do you select the best one? At Genius Kids, our philosophy is simple. There is a difference between care and quality care. Sure, if you just want care and are not interested in what the child is going to do all day, then you have plenty of choices. But if you want quality care, a program that is structured, focused and exceeding the basic milestones, a program where the staff are credentialed and licensed, all this comes for a price. After all, you cannot expect the results of Harvard at the price of a state school. Genius Kids offers you the best for those who seek the best. With campuses in Fremont Mission, Fremont Autumnwood, Central Fremont and San Ramon, and upcoming campuses in Newark and Palo Alto, please only call us if you want quality care and the best care for your child. Call us at 510-713-2431. That's 510-713-2431, or visit geniuskidsonline.com.
And welcome back, and this is Miss Rennu from Genius Kids, and you're listening to Genius Kids on Air, and of course we come here every Thursday night on the best radio station in the Bay Area, KLOK 1170 AM. So you better be tuning in only to KLOK 1170 AM. And for those who don't know where Genius Kids is, we have 7 campuses in Fremont, and of course San Ramon, and a campus coming up in Palo Alto and Newark. So be sure to look up our website at geniuskidsonline.com, or give us a call at 510-713-2431. And now let's speak to our Uncle Rahul, who's going to solve all our problems of the world. And I wonder what he's going to be sharing with us today. Hi, Rahul.
Hi, Miss Rennu.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Good. Do you sound tired today? Have you been having a busy day?
Yes, there's lots of stuff that I've been doing today.
What did you do today? Tell me a little bit about what you did.
Well, we have a week-long test that we take at our school to see how much we learned the past year. So I've been really busy studying for those tests.
Oh, okay. So just lots and lots of work, right?
Yes.
Well, thank you for having me at your home yesterday. It was very interesting, and I came back and I read up more about the whole immersion of Ganesha in water and the meaning of it. It was very interesting, and now it's been a couple of years I've been celebrating with you guys, and it's very special. So thank you so much, and say thank you to your mom and dad too. So let me ask you, what problem are we going to talk about today, or what are we going to talk about? You tell me, since you are the Uncle Rahul who solves all the issues.
Today we are going to talk about how music stimulates the brain. Now, to begin with, I would like to say that music is great for memory, quick learning, and processing. There are lots of things that music can help you with, including school and other team activities.
Now, is there any special kind of music that would be good for the brain, or is there music that's not good for the brain?
The best music for the brain is one with a steady pattern. It maximizes knowledge and learning retention by simultaneously activating the left and right sides of the brain.
So would something like maybe rock music probably wouldn't be very good, right?
It probably wouldn't due to the loud noises.
Right, yeah. Well, I do know that one of the science research that has been done is that classical music by Mozart and Beethoven is very, very good, especially for babies. So let me ask you
that those are the best kinds of music.
Sorry, what was that?
Research says that those are the best kinds of music.
Yes, it is, absolutely. And actually, they recommend that the moms who are having the babies, even when the babies are not born yet, to actually expose them to classical music. So, Rahul, let me ask you, can you learn with music playing behind you?
Sorry, what was that?
Can you learn when there's music in the background? Are you able to focus and study?
Oh, yes, it helps me a lot. Whenever I do my homework, I always have music in the background, and it always motivates me to do my work.
What kind of music do you like to listen to? Are you there, Rahul?
Yes.
Yeah, what kind of music do you listen to? Do you listen to Bollywood music when you're studying?
No, not that much. I like listening to music with good, steady beats, as it says in my research.
Good, very good. Well, thank you so much for that wonderful research, and I look forward to hearing from you next week on something exciting on how to help kids. So kids, if you have any questions, you can actually find Rahul on Facebook. He is our guru. Just type in Rahul Joshi on Facebook, and you can ask him your questions pertaining to anything you may have. Rahul is a student at St. Clements in Hayward. He's 12 years old. He's a prodigy of Genius Kids and a superstar. He dances, he plays music, he's great in his studies, and that's what we define as a true genius. Thank you so much, Rahul. And on that note, as we wrap up our show, I thought I would give you some few tips on how to develop accelerated learning techniques. A lot of people think that accelerated learning is just designed for people who are just really, really smart, where, believe it or not, we're all born with the same brain. Guess what? Every single one of us is born with the same amount of synapses and the same amount of brain. However, it is those connections that are very, very critical. And like Rahul said, music stimulating your brain is very important. And if you start young, it really helps babies with memory and also with focus and attention. So remember, intelligence grows through curiosity. By formulating questions about subjects you are studying, you will become more focused on getting answers. You zero in on the information, you sift through and pick what is important and then answer the question. And that's how all my gurus on my show, that's exactly what they do with their scripts. They don't just read anything that's put in front of them. They sift through the information, pick on the points, and present that on the show. And that's what public speaking and communication is all about. And on that note, I'm Miss Rennu from Genius Kids. It has been wonderful to be here this week with you. Thank you, Swami, for always being such a great operator. And we're going to wrap up with our ad, and we'll be here next week, again, Thursday night. Talk to you soon, and take care.
Accelerated learning methodologies were developed because we live in a world with the ability to absorb information rapidly, to think logically and with creativity are now becoming very important life skills that everyone should have. Accelerated learning results in innovative approach to motivate learners to use multiple intelligence techniques, making learning easy and quick, and you retain more. We believe in the concept of see, hear, say and do, where the retention is 90% compared to 20%. Remember, each human has more than one learning style. Genius Kids is the original and first learning center to offer this exciting method of teaching. Catering to ages infants through to age 12, our programs, which include both full-time and part-time care for all ages, create future leaders. There are many wannabe Steve Jobs, but there was only one Steve Jobs. There are many wannabe Amitabh Bachchans, but there is only one Big B. There are many wannabe Genius Kids, but only the original Genius Kid campuses can offer you the results you seek. So if you are a parent that does not count their pennies and truly wants the best for their child, then give us a call at 510-713-2431. That's 510-713-2431, or visit geniuskidsonline.com. Remember, the principal mark of a genius is not perfection, but originality.
Shreya, how come you are always so relaxed in class and so confident? Yaar, you read so well. What do you eat? Akhil, eat? Well, let's say some of my brain food comes from Genius Kids. I started at Genius Kids when I was very, very small, and I have learned to think, lead, and communicate.
Genius Kids now open right across from Maloney College on Mission Boulevard in Fremont, offering accelerated learning in preschool, pre-kindergarten, enrichment kindergarten and after-school grades kindergarten to 6. This is your chance to have your child in an accelerated program. Have you always wanted to know how to prepare your child for GATE? Well, this is your chance. Contact 510-659-9900. That's 510-659-9900. 9900 and find out about our new GATE Enrichment Learning Program. Remember, Genius Kids is the only center that has been recognized worldwide for its accelerated, unique methods of teaching. Call 510-659-9900 for its Mission Campus in Fremont or visit geniuskidsonline.com.